Hello friends, welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to do a top-down analysis on gold, and we are going to start our analysis from higher time frame, which is monthly, and then we will come down to lower time frames, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour and 30 minutes. On from the higher time frames we are going to find out the direction of the market, and on the lower time frames, a 2 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, we will look for intraday and the scalping setups in the direction of the higher time frame. So without wasting any time, let's get started. On the gold, we are going to start with the monthly time frame. So on the monthly time frame, guys, as we can see, there was a support right here. The price broke, so we can consider it like there was a resistance. Price broke and closed above the resistance and then closed back into the range. And as we can see, the last monthly candle closed bearish. So if you have seen my last video, then you would have seen in that video that I already mentioned that because the last monthly candle closed bearish, so we are expecting the price to make something like the top wick, as the price has done already, and then we expect the price to move down to the next support, which is right here. And further, if you get another closure, as you can see, this is going to be this is a support. So if you get a further close below this support, then we are expecting the price to move to the next support like this as well. So this is something we are expecting on the monthly if the things keep on going like this. Now let's see what is happening on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, as you can see, the price has made a resistance because the last weekly candle closed bearish at the resistance. Now as we can see that this area already acted resistance in the past, as it has been respected by the price multiple times. Now we close bearish at the resistance. So what we are expecting now, we are expecting the price to move to the next support. Now the next support is right here. As you can see, the price already made a support here, and it is already acted as a support in the past as well. So what we are expecting now, we are expecting the next weekly candle to make a top wick that can be in this area or into this area. So that tap or the top wick of this candle is just like a retest. So once we get that, we expect the price to dry down, fill this range or the wick, as we can see here, and move to the next support, which is right here. So this is something we are expecting in this weekly candle. And if we get a further close below that area, then we can expect the price to move to the next support area as well. As you can see, this has been an area which is acting as a support in the past, so that can something happen, and we can expect on the weekly time frame. Let's see what's happening on the daily. On the daily, like if we talk about, then this is an area which acted as a resistance and the price retested this area multiple times. Now there was a support in this area as well. As we can see, this support also retested multiple times and respected by the price. So as we can see, the price broke and closed below the support, and then once we, as I mentioned in all of my videos, that once we break and close below a support, we are expected to move to the next support, and the next support was here. So once we broke and closed below this area, we were expecting the price to move to the next support, which already happened. But what happened after that, the price broke and closed below, closed back into the range. So as we can see, this daily candle closed bullish at the support, and the next daily candle closed back into the range. So here what happened, the price, once the price broke and closed below this support, acted as a resistance. Now the price had broke and closed above the resistance. So what we are expecting, we were expecting the price to move to the next resistance, and that is what I expected on the last Friday. I expected something, because once we already had this bullish candle, I expected the price to made a bottom wick, and that could mean anywhere. This would have been better if we had made the bottom wick here and move to the next support, something move to the next resistance, something like this. And if we had got a closure above this resistance, then we would have expected the price to, like the next daily candle, we would have expected the price we would have expected the next daily candle to make a bottom, we can move to the next resistance. And further, if we had got a close about this resistance, then we would have expected the price to move to the next resistance, something like that. So this is something we are expecting on the daily candle. But now so this is something I was expecting, but that never happened because we had the Friday candle close bearish. Now I mean it's going to be 50-50, the price can go up, price can go down. Now by the 50-50 I mean that it all depends upon what the next daily candle is going to do. If the next daily candle just open and break the low of this previous bearish candle, then we might come down to retest the support, something like this, right? And if we get a further close, below that support, then we might move to the next support as well. So this is something can happen if we break the low of the previous candle. If that doesn't happen and we respect the low of the previous candle, then what can happen? We can just open and make a bottom wick, or even then if we break the high of the previous candle, we expect the price to move to the next resistance, something like this. And if we get a further close above that resistance, then we can expect the price to move higher to the next resistance, something like this as well, right? So this is something we are expecting if the price do as we are expecting the price to do. Now this is something on the daily. So now let's see what's happening on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour, as we can see, there was a support, price broken close below the support, and then there is another support right here. As we can see, this has been respected. So price closed bullish at the support, but it's a kind of weak bullish candle. So again, here we have two possibilities. The possibilities are if we respect the low of the previous candle and like we respect the low of the previous candle and break the high of the previous candle, and if we close above this resistance, as you can see, this has been a resistance for the price. Now if we close above the resistance, then we expect the price to fill the range until this resistance, then we expect the next candle to open up and fill this range, and if we get a further close above that resistance, we expect the price to move to the next resistance, something like that here. So this is something we are expecting if the price move bullish. But if that doesn't happen, if the price go to the downside, then what's going to happen? So in that situation, we can expect the price, if that doesn't happen, price break the low of the previous candle, and if we get a closure below this support, as we know this is a support, if we get a closure below the support, we expect the price to, as we can see, there is a minor support here, and then there is a major support here. So if we get a closure below this support, we can expect the price to move to the next support, something like this. And if we get a further close below that area, then we can expect the price to move further to the next support. So this is something can be expected if we get a bearish candles and closures. Now let's see what's happening on the 2-hour. On the 2-hour, as we can see, there was a support. So there was a support, and the price already made another support right here. As you can see that this was a resistance before, price broke and closed above, and right now came down, and we had a bullish engulfing candle close at the support. So what can happen now? Now what can happen that there are two things, and the things are if we get a bullish candle closure, same like the 4-hour candle, if we get a candle closing above the resistance, we expect the price to move to fill this whole range until the next resistance. This is something we are expecting. If that doesn't happen and the price break the low of the previous candle, then in that situation we expect the price to, if we get a bearish candle closure, something like that below this area, then we expect the price to move to the next support. In that situation, price is gonna, we expect the price to make a top wick and move to the next support, something like this. So this is something we are expecting on the 2-hour time frame. Now let's see what's happening on the 1 hour and 30 minutes. So 1 hour 30 minutes, I'll just cover one in one go. If you see on the 1 hour, there was a support right here, price broken close below the support, and here price made another support. So this is on the 1 hour, and if we see on the 30-minute, yeah, it's more or less the same situation. So yeah, support is right here. So what we're going to expect on the 1 hour and the 30-minute, if the price give us a closure above this level, which is acting as a resistance right now, if you get a closure like this, then we expect the price to move, to make a bottom wick and move to the next resistance. As we can see, the next resistance is in this area, right? And if you get a further close, we expect the price to move to the next resistance, which is right up, right? So this is something we are expecting if that happens. If that doesn't happen and the price go bearish and give us bearish candle closure, that in that situation, if we get a closure below the support, something like this, then we expect the price to move to the next support, which is right here. Then we expect the price to go up, retest this recent broken zone and move to the next support, something like this. This is something we are expecting if the price go bearish. So this is something on 1 hour and the 30-minute. So that's it, guys. This was the analysis from this was the top-down analysis from the monthly to the 30-minute time frame, and I also explain how we can look for the trading setups on the lower time frames in the direction of the high time frame. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.